session is to learn about different solutions for people who are working in these frontier counties. And the next thing is to probably see what assumptions I have, what people are doing, learn, and also share my experiences from the other end.
I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to Northeastern region, and in particular Garissa County. Let me also take this opportunity to thank most sincerely EdTech for bringing stakeholders together. I think we have different stakeholders, different partners. We thank you so much for bringing all these stakeholders together. And this will develop a culture of ICT in the region, which is in line with the Ministry of Education policy.
We are a movement, really, that started 10 years ago in 2014 with a deep belief that technology has the power to transform teaching and learning. But we know that the technology is not the thing that will create the transformation. It is the people. It is all of you. But truly, this is all about what happens between a teacher and a learner. This is about what learners can learn from each other, teachers can support each other. We know that the people doing the work on the ground are at the center of this movement. So let's always, I loved this morning how we were doing this. Let's think about our learners. Let's remember what's in their hearts. We will have opportunities again to talk with our learners directly, but I would encourage you to keep that in your thoughts all day long as we go through these discussions.
At the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, of course, we champion the right to education for all, and we embrace the 7 key principles of human rights that's ensuring the participation of all in the education sector and other sectors, ensuring there is accountability, ensuring there is non-discrimination, transparency, human dignity, and the rule of law. Those principles are key in service delivery.
Integrating digital literacy now is becoming a necessity. It is no longer an issue of privilege. And we were hearing very rightly our CEO, Kenya National Common Human Rights, talk about education being a fundamental right. Being a fundamental right, it is no longer a necessity, a privilege for us to bridge the equity and access gap in relation to ICT.
He has said what is working, e-learning, to bridge digital divide. He's talked about capacity strengthening of pre-service teacher as working, and then public-private partnership.
During our town hall session, my main expectation was to see how the teachers transition from teaching subjects to teaching learners. And that is something that has really come out very evidently, whereby we got the teachers to think through for themselves what are some of the problems that they face in the ground, what are the solutions to these problems, how well can they design the classrooms to implement or actualize the various solutions that they've had, and also what are the policies that guide them as they implement these solutions, and most importantly, the monitoring and the evaluation aspects of these solutions.
Today morning and a bit of expectations, so I'm glad to say that I am happy to be part of this amazing summit. I've met new people, I've learned about new solutions, I've learned about other people's experiences, and it's great, and we are happy to have been a participant in this event.
What the summit has done well is bring in the voice of the policymakers. That's something we don't see often. So definitely, this has been worth my time. I've learned so many things.
It is important that you come to the EdTech Summit because it's where we gather to deliberate on how, as different stakeholders, we can make learning better, smarter, and more accessible to every student in the regions.